Okay, when a linear equation is written in the form of y equals mx plus c. So what we mean by that is that you just have one y there, and you will have a number here in place of the m, and that will be the gradient. So there'll be a number in front of the x, and then there'll be a number by itself over here, and that is known as, that is the y-intercept. And that is, so this is gradient intercept form, but it's only when we have one y equaling there. So in the question down here, when they're asking us to find the gradient of the straight lines, so what we're looking for is, first of all, we see if it is in gradient intercept form. So take, for example, this first one. Yes, this one is, yes, it is in gradient intercept form. All right, so that means because there's only one y there, I can read off the number in front of the x as the gradient. So here 5 is the gradient, so I'll write the answer, the gradient equals 5. Now if I go down to another example, say down here, we can see that that is not in gradient intercept form. It is not the case of where we have y equaling something. We've got a few numbers there. So what we're going to have to do is rearrange this equation here. This equation we're going to rearrange. So we want to get it with just one y. So at the moment we've got it like looking like this. So we're going to do like we did with solving equations. Because I just want the y on the one side, I'm going to move this over the equal sign. And when I move it over, it will do the opposite, which is minus 4x. Okay, then I'm going to look at this 2 here, and it's timesing. So if I move it over, it will divide everything. So I'll have y equals negative 5 minus 4x, divide it all by 2. Now, this could be written like, I can separate it if I wanted to. So I could write y equals negative 5 on 2 minus 4x on 2. Now, it doesn't matter which way the order goes, but this is actually the c value and this is the mx part. So if I rearrange that and just wrote it like this, y equals, now I haven't changed the signs, I've just moved them so that the x1 was in the front, I can see that this is my gradient and this number here is my y-intercept, but they've just asked me what the gradient is. So for this question, the gradient equals negative 4 on 2. That is the number in front of x. So just to be one more little example, say over here, it is in gradient intercept form. So I've got just one y equaling. Now the gradient is the number in front of x, which is here. Now I don't have to have the 1 written there, but it is there. So the gradient for this one would equal a half. Okay? I've just seen this top one here. I'll go through that too. That's not quite in gradient intercept form because it's not expanded out. So we might expand it out first, which means I do 3 times x and 3 times. So if I wrote that, it'd be 3x minus 6. Now I can read off, that is the gradient and the negative 6 is the y-intercept.